Hello everyone. Um, I've decided to make another sample of the minor scale. I've already done one. Now I don't know how many people are looking at my videos and decided to learn bouzouki. But if there's any questions, just write underneath of each video, and I'll be able to help even more. But like I said in the first video, I'm trying to do everything really slowly and explain to you the philosophy behind all the music theory, so you can pick it up really quickly on your own by what I'm showing you. And I'm pretty sure that this will happen because I've got another sample now to give you an idea what's the theory behind songs from the scale, how easy it is, and how it all makes sense. Once it makes sense, and these few videos that I'm making the samples while you're practicing with your fingers and the minor scale, you're going to be able to get the understanding of exactly how this when they write songs, how they do songs on the minor scale, the theory behind it. That's why I'm making this video today, to show you exactly how the songs are made and what notes they use. Like I said on my previous video, on the minor scale video, that when they make songs, they only use the notes on the minor scale, which is the clear notes. It's the easiest scale in music, and that's why most of the songs, 90% of the songs, are made from the minor scale. Like say 70%, or maybe 60 or 70, 80, something like that, all made from minor scale. The rest are made from all the other scales. Like the more difficult songs, like there's songs from other scales, like the periodico, or the usak, or the hijaz, but or major. That major is what we're going to be learning next. But we're going to be sticking to the minor scale for a while because it's the most important scale to get going, and like I said, it's the most common scale to when they make songs. So I'm going to give you an example now of a song called Roza, which was everyone knows Roza from Mitropano when he used to sing it. Roza is a really famous song, a really good song. And I'm going to go slowly through the song. This is another sample video of the minor scale, so you can get, like I said, you can get the understanding, the what's behind, how it all works. Because you probably are saying like, okay, 5 notes, is that it? And then you make songs. Well, it's true. It's just those 5 notes, and then the C do that finishes the seven notes is what's used to make a song. Sometimes they use chromatiques, which I've said about chromatiques on the previous video again, which is like something like this. All the 4 fingers in the line. They use it just to give it a bit of color on the song. But the songs get written from minor scale are all the same notes. The same notes maybe in different positions of the fretboard. But once you get the understanding behind everything, you will understand. So we'll go through now through the song slowly, so you can get the understanding. That's why I'm not playing it the whole song fast and say, okay, that's a minor scale, learn it. I'm going to do it slowly, so you can get the theory, how songs are written, like the understanding of the minor scale that I showed you, because that's the that's what we're learning now. Our fingers on the minor scale again and again and again and again. So we know the minor scale inside out. It's the minor scale. Now, this is how the song starts, and straight away, here we go. It starts from the D, which is the beginning of our minor scale. Okay, starts from the D. Now, how songs are made is they use the scale not in order, and instead of hitting ones, they hit double or like that, or like to create the sound for the music, for the song. So this is how the roza starts. See how it goes now from there to there. I'll put it a bit closer because I want to do this slowly so you can get a clear understanding of how songs are played and the theory behind it. And in the same time, if you might even pick up the song and you can create it yourselves. You can listen to it on YouTube, like roza on YouTube. You know the scale, and then you can pick it up and do your own version of it. And like I said, it doesn't matter how you make as long as it's because you're using that scale and you're trying to pick up the song from, say for example, if you listen to it on YouTube from the Mitropano singing it, and then you go on the scale and you start playing and get the rhythm and play, you'll see that it'll come out exactly how the song is. And like I said, there's different versions of it, but it still sounds the same. And there's probably 100 versions of it, but it still sounds the same. So if you see a bouzouki player playing it down here or up here or in a different frets, or what you're doing it, or what I'm going to show you, it doesn't mean that it's different. It's still the same, but they're using the notes in different positions of the fretboard. So re starts from re. That's the beginning of the song. And it goes back to the re. And all the notes that I've used so far, I'll play it slowly again, is the notes from the scale. But it's going. See, that top bit here again is part of the scale, but up higher on the fretboard to give that sound it does on the song. Very slow. And because of he's playing it in that open, in that way, it creates that particular sound that's on the song. So, but the actual notes are the same from the scale, and they're all clear notes: do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. This bit here, it's all, the song is all up here. Our scale. But it goes like this. see that? All I've used is the scale that we're learning, which by now, if anyone has already been practicing, will know the scale inside out. I use the scale and the C do on the scale, the 7, 6 and 7 note. I've also used here, the re down here, which is a re, which is the a re, re. But because the re is not as high pitched as this one, like this one's a lot more higher than this one, they use this one on the song. Re, 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 re. That's where we start our scale, the re. So that's the other one that's in the song. That's in our scale. That's the other one. That's in our scale. That's in our scale. That's in it. That's not in our scale, but it's part of the scale. It's still a re. And then he used this, and then he used a half note of the scale, which is the this one's a la half note, and then the fa, re, mi, fa's in the scale, which is, that's in our scale, fa, and then he used this one. No, sorry, that is in our scale. No, it isn't. But he's using it in the song, which is a half note of the fa that's in our scale. So sometimes they just use one half note to go on the song. That's the same one as on the chromatiki that I told you in the last video. Exactly the same note again, see? Which is this. Then he used this one here, which is la, si, la half note. So he uses the la half note up here to do that. To do that. That is a do, but we've got the do down here. It's in our scale. So it's still the same note, see? Do in the second and do in the first. So basically he's only used this one here, the la, see, la, but we're the same la is here, the one that we talked about, that's the la up here, la half note. Because la open, what's before la open? La half note. So he uses the la half note here. And that's basically, with those 7 notes, you can play roza. And to get you going, like I see, it's just our notes here on our scale that we're learning right now, basically, and then one note that it's in, one note that's in, that's it. this note here. That's the only note which is up here as well that does that trick. That's the only one note that's used that's not in the scale, because the scale is clear notes, which is re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. Clear notes. That's our 7 chords. But for that song they used one, just one. That's it. That's it. Which is here and there. That's also added to the song. That's it. Like sometimes they do add one note, not too many. Like I said on the previous videos, on the taksimya, the music before the songs, on the scales they use half notes, and sometimes you can mix scales with scales. So basically he's used just a note here, not even another scale. So this song is made from one scale, which is the minore. In other songs, you have songs that uses 2 scales, like notes from 2 scales, and it gets a bit more, little bit more harder, but not hard, because we know the scale, so it's not hard. But on this particular song, this is the only note, and up here, that's added to our 7 notes. So basically, from the understanding of it, is that this song has been made from 8 notes. 7 clear notes, which is the scale, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, clean notes, no half notes, and then 1 half note, 1 down here, and 1 up here. And then all you got to do now is just listen to the song on YouTube, the playing with the band in it. Listen to the song, and then you'll pick it up. That's it. It's just a little bit here, 1 note up here, 1 note up here, and then you've got the song. It's just putting it in order. So these are the things that you've got to remember. So it starts off up here, goes down here diagonal, then 1 up, and then you go down here, and then once you get the beginning, you will pick the rest by listening to the song. I'll play with 1 finger. Sorry. This is the important bit here. Don't forget, because it goes down here. And from down here, it goes up here. And then back here, and then up here, and down, up here, and up here. And that's it. And then open La. That's it. I've played it like this, really slowly and showing, so you can get the understanding how the minor scale. I personally find it amazing how that only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 notes is that you need to learn. Once you learn those 7 notes and you start working on your instrument on the same notes on the rest of the fretboard, you can create anything you want. You can create your own music, you can create everything. And another thing that I want to mention to people is that this instrument is so amazing. It does things that no other instruments does. For example, you can play English music on this, like proper English music. For example, Happy Birthday. You can play other songs too. Just by going and finding an English song. That's why, I don't know if anyone plays the guitar, if anyone's tried learning the guitar. They say on the guitar, these are the philosophies I'm telling you all about it. And once you put it all together, you will get the picture of music and understand everything, and then you will learn like that. If you've got the willingness to learn how to play music. For example, if you go on YouTube or whatever and see how English songs are made, they're only made from like A, B, C, like 3 notes. So, there's songs, famous songs like Imagine from John Lennon, it's only like 3 notes or something, or 4 notes. So basically what I'm trying to say is that if you go to and pick up an English song, and it's easy English song with not many notes, where there's a lot of English songs that are only like 3 or 4 notes, A, B, C or whatever, you can just do it here. That's why I'm saying that you can play English music as well. This is the whole reason that I've done the English learning, like just speaking English. So Greek Australians that speak English, there's lots of them that have never been in Greece, and they're young and they want to learn bouzouki, the Greek instrument. Here's the opportunity to learn it just by me speaking English, just English. And also for other people in the world that want to learn the bouzouki. And it does amazing things. If you have a look at YouTube of bouzouki players and bouzouki of the bouzouki instrument, you'll be amazed of what the bouzouki does. What else? So basically, this is just another sample of the minor scale. How roza was made from minor scale. So this is what this video is. How roza was made from minor scale, because you're practicing on minor scale at the moment, and you can understand the theory behind it, how it gets made. And I'll make another video. Any questions or the lessons of, like I said, I'm willing to put my time now with the coronavirus and teach people how to play the bouzouki, the basics, the theory, the philosophy behind it, how to understand to play songs and play music and play the bouzouki. See, this is the second sample now that I've done just on the minor scale, and because you're practicing on the minor scale and on your fingers for the beginners. So, and in the meantime, all I'm doing is just, while you're doing that, I'm giving you some samples of what is minor scale and what minor scale does. That's where we are at the moment, on minor scale. So there's going to be, and there's like plenty more. There's like minor scale. There's the taximia that we still have to, the philosophy behind the taximia. And there's other scales, like the next scale will be major, and then and lots more other scales. And there's also diplopeñes and lots and lots of stuff. It's a really good instrument to play. So if anyone's watching these videos, please subscribe, and I'll be doing these lessons constantly. So and I'll give you samples while you're learning something, and that way you will pick up and learn the bouzouki in no time. Like you will get the understand. That's why I'm doing this, so you can learn bouzouki really fast. And the only way you can learn the bouzouki really fast is by knowing exactly the theory behind it, like step by step. Like I know that it might for bouzouki players, if anyone happens to see these videos, they'll probably think, oh, you know, really slow minor scale, because they know all the scales and they're really good. But for a beginner, something that sounds like really nothing to a professional is a big thing, because I'm explaining the simple things that a bouzouki player knows in detail and really slows it. So that's the good thing about this, is the philosophy behind it. And once you learn the philosophy behind it, and you've got it all in your head, and you know the philosophy of the bouzouki, then all it remains is for you. That's why you're doing these practices now, up and down, is exercise and freeing your fingers and knowing how to play notes. That's the most important thing. Then if you have the philosophy of the bouzouki, of how the scales work and how the songs work, how the taximia work. I'll give you an example on the taximia. The taximia, when we get to it, I'll explain even more. But the taximia is the opposite of songs. Like the taximia, to play a taximia, you have to go backwards, like the reverse of a song. So that's the philosophy behind. That's a trick. That's the philosophy behind it. So I remember when I started playing trying to play taximia. I wasn't happy enough, and I said, what is going on? And then I realized if you play it backwards, that's what a taximia is, playing it backwards and forwards, but mostly backwards. And then you go into, because the taximia is made from a scale, and then when you go on the scale and you work out a song, you've got a taximia for the song. That's why I said in the previous video, a song of a song. So basically you're playing the song, but you're playing the song also the scale backwards. So basically what I'm trying to say is that the taximia, most of it, when you, on the same scale, same notes, when you play them, most of the 70% they're backwards. Then you, like, when I mean backwards, it's like, I'll give you an example. It's like, the first bit of a taximia. And if I don't know if you've noticed, all my notes were backwards. And then another thing special about taximia, songs of songs, is that you can do a lot of tricks with a taximia. A lot of lots of different like patterns up and down. So you can start a taksimi from up here, go down here, up and down, the whole fretboard. On my previous videos, I told you that they go on for 10 minutes, the bouzouki players, just playing taksimi up and down, up and down, up and down, the whole, and then they add another scale into a scale and gives it a bit of color, and they just go on and on. And the taksimi, most of, even that you say a bouzouki player plays the taksimi for 10 minutes and he uses like 2 scales, he plays it up and down in different versions of the scale and all backwards. And 30% forward as well, but most of it's all backwards. And the difference from the song is that the notes are played forward and some backwards. And in order. It gives it, you know, and you just create songs. But when you create songs, most of it's forward. When you create taksimi, most of it's backwards. That's the trick. So when we get to the taksimi, we won't have as much to say on that when we come to the taksimi, because I've already explained most of it now. But when we come to that point, and I'll make a video for taksimi, we'll play. I'll actually play taksimi by mixing 2 scales in one. And like I said to you in the previous video, if everyone's watching these videos in order, you'll see that not even many bouzouki players these days, new modern bouzouki players know this. There's things called meamia back in the way back of the bouzouki, and there's some particular scales that are made for another scale, but not too much of it, like just to give it a bit of color. They're called meamia. So there's lots of things about it. So I gave you this sample about roza, and so you can understand the theory behind it. So you can clearly see that the roza is played from that minor scale again. And last time I think I gave you a sample on the previous video with Vergules, another Greek song. The Vergules is like a 50s song, and this roza is, I think it's 80s or 90s. It's old, but it's not as old as the Vergules. Vergules is like long time ago, from the old and the kings of Lake, or the ones that started it, the big names. Okay, I'll make please subscribe if you're interested in learning bouzouki anywhere in the world. That's why I'm doing it in English. And if you've got any questions or anything, just write down. And I don't like anything remarks, bad remarks and stuff like that, because if you're interested, you can follow my videos. If you're not interested, don't follow them at all. Thank you very much.